I was just watching that opening video there with you all, boys and girls, and the combine harvester coming round at the end there. That was what was happening yesterday. They've started cutting the field down, all those months and months of wheat growing, beautiful. And now there's they haven't done it all, just a little bit sort of around the edge so far. I think they must go around the edge of the field that's directly in front of me. Must go around the edge and then sort of go round to the middle. Anyway, good morning to you. It's Saturday, the 12th of September 2020. A warm welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom Talk, coming to you from the Chapel Hill Marina here in Lincolnshire, boys and girls. Now, we've got a little bit of a different sound setup now. There's a different mixer in place. There's also a news screen. I've been so busy yesterday. So I hope it sounds okay there, gang. But more importantly, Viagra. Now, those of you, judging from who appears on this channel, probably most of you take Viagra on here. I don't find the need for do anything mucky like that at all in my life. I'm quite happy sitting here talking myself for hours on end. But those of you, probably most of you, I mean, look at the state of you this morning, honestly. Most of you probably have this Viagra stuff. Anyway, in the Sun this morning, there's a side effect, apparently. I mean, I wouldn't know. There's a side effect, apparently, that I knew nothing about. I knew that it sometimes does... Can't that affect... I think it can affect your eyes, can't it? And headaches and things like that, does it? Let me just see if anyone's mentioning the sound quickly. Yes? No. Good. So that must be okay then. Good. Okay. So it says in the Sun this morning, Viagra can give users a bit too much lift in the bedroom. Is it lifting you up okay? Is it? By causing flatulence. Oh, yes. Have you been noticing that, ladies? Hey? You know how it is, girls. With those bloomin' alpha males that you're married to. Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with me. No, I don't need nothing like that, mate. No, everything's working all right down there. They won't admit it, will they? They just need a little bit of help, don't they? Eh? Well, if you've noticed that in the bed all the time, they're probably having Viagra, secretly. They probably pop one in their little mouths in the bathroom before they come inside into the bedroom. I reckon that's what's going on. Have you noticed that? And at what point, it doesn't say when that happens. Is it sort of during or after or what? You know, is it like... You know how it is, right? Sometimes you get up, and I have noticed as I'm getting older, as I get up sometimes, you know, I can be walking along and it just happens. Anyone else notice that? One of my delightful neighbours, Babe Station Pearl, who lives four doors down in Bracknell in Berkshire, down at the house. She told me she has this problem as well. She can be walking along like that. Well, apparently Viagra does the same thing. The pill's windy side effects was among 555 side effects reported to the medicine's watchdog. Don't know what that is. Is Anne Robinson in charge of that? The medicine's watchdog. When you have something and you get some sort of side effects, I think you're supposed to report it to them. 10 blokes complained it made them lose their hearing. Again, ladies, have you noticed that? John, you always thought it was selective hearing, didn't you? No, they're having their little Viagras on the side and not wanting to admit to it. No, nothing wrong with me, mate. No, I don't need one of those. Probably those people that say that are the more likely ones to be doing them, I would imagine. You know, they went, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. No, I don't need nothing like that. Everything's working all right. You know, those sort. God knows there's plenty of those around, isn't there? And the Playboy boss, Hugh Hefner, said it made him lose his hearing. He said he would rather, but it didn't bother him. He said he would rather live in silence rather than not have to do anything again. Before he died in 1991, before he died, 91 years old. in 2017. 91 years old and they're still doing it. Oh, no, keep that thing away from me, dear. Oh, 91, back. Oh, just imagine what that must look like. Oh. One bloke's lips started to swell after he had a little blue pill, and another became euphoric and 7 fainted. Is that when they're doing it again? One man reported bottom burps. The pill, on a more serious note, has been linked to 32 deaths in 5 years, which ain't too bad, is it? What's the chance of that? I don't know what percentage of people take this thing. Here we are, around 3.5 million prescriptions for the little Viagra, or the generic version, sildenafil, are handed out annually. And many more men buy it over the counter for £4. Apparently it's £4. I don't know what it is. It's also given to patients with blood pressure problems. Okay. They said all medicines, the MHRA said all medicines have side effects and carry some risk, but said many events can be coincidental. You know, maybe you had beans and you're blaming it on the blue pills. No, it's not. It's the beans, dear. I told you about the worst fart ever, didn't I? Was my nephew when he was 16. Dirty git. We were on a he was 15 or 16. We were on a Eurostar train coming back from Euro Disney. He stank the entire carriage out. He did. I'm sorry, he did. Awful. So there we are. If you notice that, ladies, I'm just going to push my volume up a little bit more. I think I'm looking a little bit quiet this morning. Just a second. What button's that now? Oh, it's already quite high up. I think I need to make some minor adjustments there. There we go. That looks a bit better. Yeah, that was the worst fart ever coming back on the Eurostar train. Oh, we were nearly my poor sister, dear. She was absolutely heaving. Mind you, and I would advise you to go down to the chemist and get one of those little blue pills if you ever fancy a night with Gemma Collins. I think you'd need it, to be honest. I mean, look at her. How could anyone... Gemma Collins. Oh, no, dear. I think that Arj had a lucky escape. Can you imagine Gemma and Arj in the bed together? How do they even get in the bed? That poor bed. Would beds' lives matter? And these two get in one and almost kill the bed, don't they? Horrendous. Gemma Collins is a jack of many trades. Oh, that's true, isn't it? A master of none. Miss No Talent herself. Although we have introduced Gemma Collins onto our bingo game. As you well know, those of you that play the bingo, either Sunday nights or our little daily bingo game at the end of the show will know we have now introduced Gemma Collins as one of the numbers. In two of the numbers, actually. 2 fat Gemma untalented Collins is 88, and 1 fat Gemma Collins untalented 8. She has now been introduced into our bingo game. See? See how I try and help? See how I try and help those people with no talent whatsoever along a little bit so that perhaps they can improve their lives. And don't go telling me, yeah, but she's made a fortune. Irrelevant how much money they've got, dear. Absolutely irrelevant. There are young people. Have you seen little kids painting? You know, 4, 5, 6 years old. And you see their paintings. They don't get nothing for those. And look at all that talent. Some children just can do painting, can't they? I can't. Don't ask me. I can't paint. Although I have been doing DIY yesterday. You'll be pleased to know. I'll tell you about that later. Gemma Collins is the jack of many trades in the Daily Mirror this morning, but the reality TV star and businesswoman has added yet another string to her bow after her recent Manchester trip. Manchester. What a depressing song. How does anyone watch that rubbish, eh? Thanks for your messages coming in this morning. We shall be coming to those a little bit later. The former Towie star, incorrect. Bad editing. The former Towie celebrity, she is not a star. How many times? She's become now a bubbly bingo caller. Oh, a bubbly bingo caller. They probably looked at the stage. Did she have a bingo machine with the balls or just the boring numbers one? Looks like she had... No, she's got the one with the balls. I'd love a bingo shit machine. If there was no delay on the internet, believe me, our bingo would be with the balls. But unfortunately, it's not technically feasible. At the moment, maybe that'll change when internet speeds get even faster. I don't know. The former Towie celebrity, 39... Although she looks a lot older, doesn't she? Is that waist size? No, it's fun. That can't be 39. It's much more than that. The Gemma Collins, was it? She became a bubbly bingo caller when she dished out the all-important numbers as well as some plush prizes doing a play OJO event. Oh, plush prizes, please. These are the things people want to win, dear. This is what people want to win, isn't it? One of our water bottles. One of our lovely pens. That's what people want to win. They're not interested in cruises to the Caribbean or an all-expenses-paid holiday to Florida with 3 weeks of Disney and a bungalow. What are they called, those holiday places? Bungalow, what are they? Villa. A villa flown in with its own swimming pool, first class, all you can eat. They're not interested in that. They want to win one of my pens or maybe one of my stickers. You know, they want to win stickers. That's what they want to win. You know, they want to win fridge magnets. They want to win fridge magnets. This is what people want to win. They're not interested in plus prizes. Look, fridge magnets. There we go. Fridge magnets. That's what they... Oh, I've got itch. That's what they want to win. Isn't it? Pfft. They wheel on these old, tatty old prizes like Ford escort cars and... I don't know what else, you know, a 75-inch telly with OLED, complete with soundbar, furniture for the house, a fridge freezer. They're not interested. They want a fridge magnet. You can go out and get a fridge. You can go out and get a fridge tomorrow. You can go and get a fridge tomorrow if you want, right? Can you go out and buy one of those? Can you? Tell me. Please tell me. I mean, am I missing something? Can you go out and buy one of those? No. No, you can't. Can you go out? One moment, please. Warning. Fridge magnets have been stolen. Gary? 1 minute. Where is it? Where is it? Where's my green fridge magnets? Oh, my God. Don't say I haven't got those here. Oh, that will be a disaster. They must be here somewhere. I saw them yesterday. I don't know where they are now. Where's the fridge magnets gone? Oh, hang on. 1 moment. 1 moment. Ha! No, they're not in there. Oh, yes, they are. That's what they want to win. People are desperate to get hold of one of these. Denise Andrews has offered me all her ducks in exchange for one of those. I'm sorry. I can't do favouritism, as you know. Can't do it. Oh, but you gave one to her and you won't give one to me. Why is that? Because I don't like you. Don't like you. Oh, that's not very nice. Well, don't ask the question then, dear. Come on. What do you want? You know, a brand new caravan sited with fees paid for 10 years in a beautiful idyllic setting with a big pond in front of you, little ducks, quack, 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 going in front of you. Eh? Complete with its own Land Rover Discovery with fuel paid for 20 years or one of my fridge magnets. You can go and buy a Land Rover. You can go and buy a brand new caravan or a holiday to the Caribbean or the villa in Florida. But you can't buy these. That's why my prizes are better than watching these piddly little bingo games. We have to download an app. I mean, who can even do that? Downloading an app. You know how it is? How does it work? I can't work it. No, you haven't got to do anything for this. Just wait till the end of the show and I'll give you a blooming raffle ticket. Now, come on, what's better? Don't even need to ask the question, really, because I know the answer. My fridge magnets. Back to the Gemma Collins story. She says, dread head to toe in black. Oh, I wonder why that is. Why would a fat person be wearing black? Any ideas? I should wear black here, to be honest. Incidentally, I'm wearing one of Adam the Plumber's gifts today. Look at this, he bought me this. I've got the collar done up today. Quite frankly, if I undo it, it just doesn't look right. I don't know why. Look. See, it just... Is that all right? I don't know. I'll do it back up again. Dressed head to toe in black, the GC... The GC looked as glamorous as ever. Is someone looking for a pair of dodgy glasses at this old bag? The GC looked glamorous as ever as she opted for a chic yet casual ensemble which flattened... This is written in a... I'm not reading it. I wouldn't be nasty about people ever in my life. A casual ensemble which flattered her slimmed down frame to no end. So it made her look a bit thinner. Is that what you're saying? She doesn't look so fat anymore. Why don't you just say it? The self-professed diva oozed... Oh, God, that has made me feel sick. Just imagine Gemma Collins sitting on your settee, oozing. Oh, God. Oh. The Gemma Collins oozed confidence as she let her hair down. Is it hers? She let her hair down. Is it her hair? I mean, everything else is fake, including the personality. She let her hair and makeup take centre stage during the wild night out. For Christ's sake, how is it a wild night out? They're playing bingo. Well, mind you, I have been to some bingo nights where my old dears, I love them. Don't you love an old dear? Eh? We love old dears. So much preferable than those nasty alpha males. Here you go. Look, here she is doing the bingo. Look. But what I will say is that she's got the bingo. Let me show you again. She's got one of the little ball bingo things there. And the reason we can't use a ball bingo on the YouTube is because of the delay in the system, right? Unfortunately, because there's a delay in the system and it takes by the time you've seen this show and sent a message back, kind of anything between 10 and 30 seconds passes, you see? So we'd have to call a ball every 30 seconds. It just wouldn't happen, you know? Anyway, it goes on in the Daily Mirror. Gemma Collins' golden locks... Who writes this? Gemma Collins' golden locks cascaded past her shoulders in stunning waves while her signature bronzed glow stole the show. Is this a friend of Gemma's writing this? They've got to be friends, haven't they? The bubbly telly star... Ow! Why doesn't it say bubbly, foul-mouthed telly star? You know, and my name's Gemma Collins and I'm an effing star. And you effing tell me that. She put on one hell of... Oh, by the way, I might have to answer the doorbell because I'm waiting for a drugs delivery. No, not those sort of drugs. From the doctors this time. Okay? On the phone. You won't hear me speak to them. I shall delete the sound at that point. Okay? I've just got... He knows what to do with it anyway. Deliver it to me... neighbour. The bubbly telestar put on one hell of a show as she kept up the energy at the 3-hour-long event, which saw 150 socially distanced vehicles park up in outdoor space. Did it outside. A woman of many talents. This gets better. We could just do the whole show on this one story. A woman of many talents. Are they for real? Gemma even got the opportunity to show off her vocal skills as she jumped on stage to belt out Nothing I Can't Do by Robbie Craig. What's that? Is that a song? Never heard of it. Anyone heard of that? Nothing I Can't Do? God's sake. And then she shares this video on Instagram. She says, I've always been a garage girl. Well, go in one and lock the door, my love. Please. That's what you'd be good at. Might be good at that, working in a garage, filling up the cars, you know, or sitting on the till in there. Yeah. Have you got your nectar card, please? Yeah. That's a bag of crisps. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, but just put your card in the machine. No, the other way. And you put your card. No, the other way round. Oh, dear. Anyway, that's Play Ojo Car Park Bingo. I've never heard of that, have you? Oh, she DJs. She just does everything, doesn't she? Please give us someone else to look at. Right, let's do some of your messages this morning. I had a little text message coming in. We'll read some of your messages. Good morning to you. Welcome along to our little show. If you're new today, hello. We're here most mornings around about 8:45 in the morning. Monday to Saturday we're here around about 8:45. That's our start time. Sometimes it might be a bit delayed if we've got something wrong, you know, and I have to sort it out, but whatever. But yes, 8:45 in the morning. Hello to... oh dear, do you know my eyes are a little bit blurry this morning? I think it's the new backdrop. Do you like it? Hi, new to your show. We can't comment as we're watching on TV. Been watching all week. Oh, thank you very much. To Claire and Darren. Walton on the Naze. I wonder where that is. Walton on the Naze. Is that as in Walton in Surrey? No, probably not. Hang on. The Naze. I don't know whether... I'm just going to look you up. Walton on the Naze. I'm just going to look you... Not the exact address. Don't worry. I'm not going to come round. Oh, Essex. You're in Essex, are you? Okay. Ah, so you must know... possibly you know Gemma, because she's from Essex. Is she one of your friends? If so, please stop watching. Thanks very much for that. Nice to have you along. Welcome along. Yeah, welcome along from Walton on the Naze. That sounds nice, doesn't it? You know, some names of towns sound quite nice. You know, like where I am now, Chapel Hill Marina. That sounds really posh, doesn't it? As run by the great Sylvie, Queen of all caravans. I've got two places. One here, this is my little place to be near my sister and her family. And one down in Bracknell in Berkshire. That's where I live most of the time. Let's read some of your messages quickly this morning. Good morning to Rachel. Morning, Rachel. She's working today. Morning, Rachel. Jason Hughes is there. Good morning to East Coast UK. George Bond in the house. Michael Pullman. Good morning. DSLDG2. Good morning to you. Andy V. Morning. Gary Davidson. Mick Davenport. John Parrish. Andy V. Let's have a look. Mark Jones. Morning, Mark. Little day off work. There's our lovely Diane Jebb. Morning. Hello to Peter Wright. Fran Green. Good morning. Lindsay Lewis. You're new, aren't you, Lindsay? I think you're new. Welcome along to the show, Lindsay. If you're new, just let us know where you are. It's nice to know where people are in the world. Yeah, if you want to, or if not. If it's a secret, that's okay. We don't mind secrets. Have you got any secrets? I know your deep, dark secrets. Especially you. Especially you. Morning. Hello to David Arnold. Morning, young David. Shania Steele is there. Shania, head of the Catholic Church on the Isle of Wight. Good morning, Shania. Morning to Jeff. Jeff and Linda are there. They're going to do... they're going to an allotment. I didn't know you had an allotment. I tried that once, Jeff. What hard work that was. Oh, my Lord. That's about... Oh, Christ, that's about 25 years ago. I thought I'd get an allotment. So I went down to the council offices in Bracknell, where the house is, and I said, I'd like an allotment. She says, well, you're very lucky. We've just had a couple being given up. You can have one of those. And it was dirt cheap. It was something like £12 for the year. Anyway, so I was all excited. Put my stuff in a car and off I went. I wonder where it is. I walked down. My God, it was enormous, this bit of land. Enormous. And I think I planted some carrot seeds. And I'm picking out these weeds, and I thought, I can't be bothered with this. I gave it up again. within about 6 months. It was too much hassle. It wasn't, to be honest, it wasn't the hassle of doing the stuff there. What was the hassle was having to put my stuff in the car and then drive to somewhere. And I thought, this is a bit pointless, this is. Especially when I can just go down to the co-op and buy a bag of carrots there, you know. Why am I trying to grow this? Use petrol to get there and back again, and it's all a bit thing, so I didn't bother in the end. Morning to Denise Andrews. Morning to Denise. Hello to Steve Carter. Good morning, Steve. Hello to you. Oh, look who it is. It's our friend in Israel. Good morning. How are you, darling? Oh, how lovely to see. It's my friend in Israel. Eskul 1960. Although she looks much younger than that, don't you, my love? Good morning to you. She does her own radio show there. Glad you like the backdrop there. Yes, we're in a different... I have two places now I do the show from. Bracknell in Berkshire. That's the Mirrorball studio, where the Mirrorball is still up. That will always be up there, I think. And here I'm in Chapel Hill, which is in Lincolnshire. About 140, 150 miles from the house. Up two places. Thank you, George. The sound is fine. Morning to Mike Rees-Ponto. Good morning. Have you got anything else to talk about besides farting? I don't know. Scroll down there. East Coast thought it was just the wife's cooking. Maybe I'm getting spiked. She's crashing up them little blue tablets and put it in your potato, probably. I think that's what's going on. Oh, have I got any photos to show you today? I have, haven't I? I've got photos from both Mick Davenport and John Paris to show you this morning, boys and girls. Let's have 30 likes this morning. Yeah, that's pushing it, isn't it? Let's have 30 likes. Okay, see if I can get 30 likes on the show today, and then I'll show you the pictures of two pictures from John Parrish and a picture from Mick Davenport on his culinary baking skills. Mick Davenport, of course, head of baking on this channel, boys and girls. Okay, so I've got those pictures to show you, but I will do that in exchange for just 30 likes this morning. So get liking, please, my darlings, and it's always appreciated, okay? Scrolling down there. Good morning to Danny Woodhouse. Morning to you. Thank you. I'm glad you like the backdrop, everyone. Yes, that went off yesterday. I'll get out of the way. The bit where I'm kind of sitting right in front of that sun, that was not intentional. It's just how it's happened. Okay. All right. So there we are. Get out of the way there. All right. Nice, isn't it? I'm quite pleased with that. It actually, I'll be honest with you, these actually look better. Some of these actually look better on the screen than they are. If I look at it close up, then it's a little bit blurred, just slightly blurred, but to you it looks perfect, and that's all that matters there. But it is nice, isn't it? Reminds me a little bit of, you know, the Japan flag, the flag of Japan, because that's got like a sun like that, and look at the straight lines. And as you know, if you take any notice of nature at all, sometimes you can look at the sun, especially if there's a cloud in front of it, and you see straight lines of sunbeams coming down, don't you? Isn't it beautiful? Really nice. And they're not expensive, really. They're about anything sort of between £20 and £40, depending on which one you want, you know. Once they've been out a while, they sell them off a little bit cheaper. But that's the backdrop that will be up for some time now. Incidentally, this week's Super Chat prize. Okay, this week's Super Chat prize, we are giving away one of our old backdrops. Okay, it's this one here. You can't see it that well, so I've found the show that we used it on, and that was actually 2 years ago. Around June 2018. This would have been on the wall behind me at the Mirrorball Studios. That's the backdrop that we're giving away next week. Now, how do you win that? Well, it's not a competition. It is a competition, but it's a competition just for our super chatters, okay? Every time someone is kind enough to set... Look how thin I look there, dear. That's before I put on two stone. I think I was doing the Slimming World at this point. And it had worked. It had worked. Oh, well. Yes, so that's for our Super Chatter raffle, okay? The Super Chatter raffle, every time someone sends me a £1 Super Chat, I give you a free raffle ticket, and they go in this little pot here, okay? They go in that pot there, and on Thursday morning, we do the draw for that. So once again, the Super Chat prize next week is that backdrop. And it's really nice. It's actually really nice. You see that, not peacock, what are they called? Flamingo on the left. That is not part of the backdrop. It looks like it is, but it's not. That is actually a model, a thing that's sitting on the table, okay? So don't be confused there. But that's it. And it's about 9 foot across and 6 foot down, something like that. Or 7. No, I think it's 9. I'm sure it's 9. Is it 9 foot? It's about 7, 8 or 9 foot across and about 6 foot down. So that would cover a small room wall. All right. That's for the Super Chatters next week. Let's have a look there. Scrolling down a little bit quick here. East Coast. Andy V. I said hello to Andy V. I think I did there. And scrolling down nice and quickly there. Hello to Nathan Lane. Morning, Nathan. Morning to Nathan Lane this morning. Good morning to Michael Lawrence. I've added you back to the Sunday bingo, Michael, so you should get that thing there. All right. Scrolling. Just scrolling. Shania wants the fridge magnet, you see. Shania hasn't won a fridge magnet. Every single week she gets the raffle tickets. She's not won a fridge magnet yet, and that's been going since January, hasn't it? Just one of those things, I'm afraid, yeah. One of those things. Tony King's joining us there. Let's have a look. Tony King. There's our Sherry DMP. Good morning, Sherry. Hello to you, darling. She does her own YouTube channel there as well. Michael Lawrence is at work. He is a secret viewer this morning, aren't you, Michael Lawrence? A secret viewer. Stephen Malone. Greetings. Chris and Gemma Collins boxing match. Fight to settle it once and all. She don't even know me, Stephen. I doubt that she doesn't even know me. I'm just a piddly little YouTuber. Just a piddly little YouTuber. That's me. Good morning to James Humble. Morning, young James. Glad you like the new backdrop there. Thank you very much for that. Have I said hello to everyone this morning? I think I've said hello to everyone this morning. Yep, use the chat box to chat away to each other, and that's nice. 27 likes already. Well done. Gosh. Okay. We want 3 more likes, then I'll be able to show you the various pictures that I've got that kind people have sent in this morning. John Parrish and Mick Davenport. It's always great. Good morning, it's Sylvia. That cannot be. I don't believe it is Sylvia. Someone set up another account there. I don't believe it's Sylvie for 1 minute. Unless Sylvie, I'm going to test you now. Is it Sylvie who is queen of all caravans with us this morning? That is the question. Sylvie, is it you? It can't be. Here's your question, Sylvie. Here's your question. To prove that it's you, what was my last electricity bill? What was my last electricity bill? As a question for Sylvie to prove that it's Sylvie or not. Okay? Because I think there's people on here who set up other accounts and try and trip me up. You think I'm stupid, don't you? Well, I am a little bit where it comes to DIY, I must admit. What was... Okay, Sylvie, what day, and I happen to know this, what's the name of your husband, and what day do you get your hair done? I know these things. Yeah, I know these things. Sylvia's queen of all caravans. She probably popped on, if it is her, she probably popped on here due to noise complaints coming out of this caravan. Actually, in actual fact, where I have the studio here, I face that way, away from all the caravans. And there was a point to that. There was an absolute point to that, so that all my sound goes straight out across the field. I mean, the cows get very excited this time of the morning. They really do get very excited at this time of the morning. So there we are. I'm glad you like the new backdrop. That's not all I've done in here yesterday. I was really busy yesterday. I've changed the screen on the right-hand side of me. I had a really old square one. Now, I have to say, does anyone want the old square computer screen? But you'd have to pick it up because it's quite heavy. Is that of use to any? Shall I go and get it? I don't think anyone's going to want this. Just a minute now. Here we are. Here it is, look. Is this of any use to anyone? I don't think it is. It's not got a high definition thing. It's got the little old square thing, the little one, and the big square thing. I can't even show. Yes, I can. There we are, look. They're the connectors on there. It's not high definition. It's not high definition. It's got 2 USB things in it, and it's got, I don't know what that is, something else. Okay, is that of any use to anyone at all? Okay, if it is, you can have this. It's an old Dell one, works perfectly well. It's the old one. It's the old one I was using there. So, but you'd, oh Christ, that's heavy. But you'd have to pick it up. I'm not posting that. I can just imagine it. Oh, it's arrived broken. Can't be bothered with it all. So if that's anyone good, I won't be sending that to anyone. But it's an old thing. It's not a television, incidentally. It's just a monitor. So I don't know. All right. If you wanted to buy one, to be honest, they're dirt. I'm not asking for anything for it. They're dirt cheap to buy. One of those old monitors is dirt cheap to buy. So whatever. So I did that yesterday. I've changed the screen over. There's a new mixer over here, which makes it much easier for me. I've now got all the sound coming through one speaker, which is similar to my setup at home. And I put this up as well. So I was very, very busy yesterday. And then after I put this up, I had to go over to my sister's, because you can't just put them up. They have to be ironed as well. You've got to iron them, because when they come, they're all folded up, you see. They're all folded up, and they've got creases in them. And you literally have to iron them on the wall. That's how I do it. So I pin it up, stretch it slightly with the gun stapler, my favourite thing, the gun stapler. And then I went over to my sister's house to get the iron. Bought the iron back and give it an iron. Martin is not very well at the moment. I don't know if you know, but he's got shingles. Yes, he's got shingles. Very, very painful, apparently. I mean, it's something that, fortunately, I have not had, and not something really that I want. But it comes up in rashes, and very, very tender to touch. And he's having, well, he was having trouble sleeping, although last night, I gather, he slept okay. So Martin's not too well at the moment. He was blaming my dirty caravan. How rude. He said he got it from underneath the caravan. What, jingles? He thought he'd picked something up underneath the caravan, but it turns out that great niece Evie had chickenpox a few weeks ago. And chickenpox, I think, relates in older people somehow to shingles. So that's probably where he's got it from. Although, oddly enough, my sister and myself, we've both been near Evie, although I'm not so much been picking up the children because of the virus thing, you know. Not really been too much touching contact, you know, like a cuddle or anything, or picking them up or anything like that. Although I gave her a piggyback the other day, didn't I? Give her a piggyback. I can't put her on the shoulders anymore. No, can't do that anymore. Too heavy. My knees would buckle. That'd be quite funny, wouldn't it? If you can get a little picture of a little video of me, my knees buckling with a child on my shoulders or something like that. So I can't do that now, but I can give her a piggyback, and so far so good, you know. It's a little bit, perhaps it's a little bit early to say that, but if suddenly I don't appear tomorrow morning, then maybe I'm in great pain and got pain and suffering, like what Mandy Davenport dishes out on this channel to naughty people. Regular pain and suffering, it's the only way to cope with people. Denise says that shingles is stress-related. It's very dangerous as you get older, says Jason there. Wow. He did say he caught it under the caravan, but not shingles. No, he would have got that from her. So he's not too well at the moment. I hope he gets better soon, because they're due to go out to Cyprus, not next week, the week after. You know, that's if they can go. This is not looking good with the whole virus thing again, is it really? Eh? It's really not looking good. Portugal's come off the safe list again, isn't it? Not looking good. So whether or not they'll be able to get to Cyprus, I don't know. But one of the things that you have to do when you're going to Cyprus is have a bit of paper telling them that you've got, you've had a test. You've had I was going to say a Cyprus test. You've got to have one of those virus tests, okay? And I was saying to him, well, how does that work? Do you have to pay someone for that to happen or something like that? He said, well, you can go to the NHS, but they've been running out of tests. And we've seen this on the news. NHS running out of tests, okay? So the only other option is to go privately, right? How much do you think that is? A COVID-19 private test. How much do you think that is? I thought he'd say about 40 or 50 quid. If it was 30 quid, I thought they would be doing well. If it was 80 quid, I thought they were being a bit ripped off, but you know how it is. Sale or demand. It's one of those things that you don't have to have unless you're doing something, you know? Therefore, they can charge what they like. And I thought, 80 quid, they'd be getting ripped off. Actual price quoted, ding, £150. £150 for a COVID virus test each, which is more than the price of the flights going to and from. Shocking. 150 quid. And it has to be done in a certain way. I don't think they can just choose anyone who's doing these things and get something random. I think they have to go to a specific place and get this particular test to go to and from Cyprus. Shocking. £150. You can't even talk to him about it. He gets so angry. And so would I do. So would I do. Shocking amount of money. Talk about money, make money out of people, innit? 150 quid. Shocking. Anyway, so that's the news there, because apparently the NHS are running out of them. I don't know exactly what's involved, but that's what Martin told me. So absolutely dreadful there. Talking of which, I was watching the latest Butler's Empire video this morning, which was quite good. I was very concerned that my sister's watch wasn't working. You remember I bought my sister one of those, not a Fitbit watch, but one of those, you know. We call them all Fit. It's a bit like Hoovers, isn't it? It's not a Hoover, it's a vacuum cleaner. But we all call vacuum cleaners Hoovers, brand leader. I mean, actually, my one is a Hoover, you know. But even if you've got like a Electrolux one or I don't know, John Lewis's own brand, you still call it a Hoover, don't you? You call it a Hoover. That's just a brand leader. And similar with watches, I think we call them. Oh, I got my sister a Fitbit watch, but it's not a Fitbit watch. It's one that she chose on Amazon. And the first one we had to send back because it wasn't charging. Well, I'm watching the beginning of the video this morning, and she was saying her new one isn't working either. So quick as a flash, I paused it. I said, "Is that watch work?" "Oh, it's all right now," she said. So it took a while to start working properly. I hope it's working all... I don't know if you're watching this morning, Sharon, but I hope it's working all the time and not intermittently, because that's no good. We can send it back. It's Amazon, so that's easy enough to send back and perhaps get another one. But I spoke to her on the phone. She said, no, it's working all right now, you know. One of those things. So that's the Butler's Empire video. Go and have a little look at that, boys and girls. Gary's got a little BMX bike he found being sold out someone's house. You see, this is where Gary's got this new business, and he makes money out of rubbish. I mean, you could say this show is rubbish. You don't make any money out of this, really. But he makes money out of rubbish. And he found this little bike for sale. 10 quid. 10 quid sitting out someone's house. Went in and paid the 10 quid. Cleaned it up. Going to be sold on eBay for about 80 quid. That's what he does. You know, if you've got the eye to do that, you probably wouldn't be able to do it immediately. Takes some while to learn what the value of stuff is, I suppose, you know. But very good. A little BMX bike it was. And then I saw something that I wanted. Now, would I have a use for a circular saw? Oh, yes. They had this great big bit of wood. I think it was doing a roof for his shed. Had this great big bit of wood, and out came the circular saw. Like that it is. Oh, wonderful, dear. The circular saw. I love it. I thought, what use could I have with that? Just imagine the DIY I could do with a circular saw. No more of this. This, they got this big bit of wood. He holds one end, Martin holds the other. And a bit falls off. How fantastic is that? Do I need a circular saw? Anyway, so I'm watching this video, and then there was a table. They had this table that they were doing the saw on, and showed us the leg, which was like that. The leg of this table looked like it was about to drop off, and it reminded me of the tables in Central Station. Well, that's a bit dodgy, and you look underneath, and the leg's like that underneath the table. Or what about those? Who's been in a pub before, only to sit at a table and the damn thing is wonky, and you have to start shoving beer mats underneath it? Oh, it's not quite right, and you shove another beer mat under the leg. It don't happen, does it? Table legs in Central Station. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm watching this video, and isn't it great to see a father and a son just working together like that? Absolutely fantastic. It's wonderful, wonderful to see a father and a son working together like that on a job, you know. Right, let's just read a couple of more of these messages. Let me just scroll up a little bit there. Cheerio, Michael. Michael's off back to work. Bye-bye, Michael. See you tomorrow for Bingo. Mike says, Israel looks a nice place to visit. Watched a great Israeli film called The Cake Maker on Amazon. Oh, I don't know that. The Cake Maker. Is it like a... I know it sounds stupid. I'll be obvious. Is it like a film about someone who makes cakes? I know that might sound stupid question to ask, but is that what it is? I watched a great film on Netflix last night, actually. Enemy Lines. Enemy Lines, and it's about this Polish scientist who the Nazis have got hold of, right? And he's working on... Well, everyone thinks he's working on rockets, but he's not. He's working on atoms. In particular, the atom bomb. He's working on the atom bomb. And he's been forced to work. And the leverage they've got is that every week or every 2 weeks, he's allowed to go and see his wife and daughter for so many hours. That's part of the deal. Okay. And he meets up with the wife, and she says, you know, what do you think they're going to do when they don't need you anymore, and all this business. But the British and the Americans want this bloke, obviously, to work, because he's clever, to work on his atom bomb. So they want him. So then they send some people into the country that he's working in. I can't remember where he was. Was he in Poland? Might be in Poland. But he is Polish. I think he's working in Poland. So they send a crack team in there, some British people and one American. But then it turns out that the Russians want him as well. And it's very good film. So have a look at it. If you like war, I like war type films. Have a watch of that. Enemy Lines on Netflix at the moment. Okay. Thank you. School, 1960. You've been to Israel, so you know how disciplined our citizens are. Yes, they are. You don't see any trouble in Tel Aviv. Seriously, you don't. You really don't see trouble. Or Jerusalem comes to that, actually. You know, it's only like, you know, you get one side and the other. There's that, but not like youngsters creating trouble. Or not just youngsters. All people now creating trouble. And it's very clean. There's no litter on the ground in Tel Aviv, I'll tell you that now. I do know how disciplined your citizens are. Just to give you an idea of how people are following the guidelines. The country is going under total lockdown from the 18th of September till the middle of October in order to try and bring the numbers down. I can see this happening here, to be honest. I think something like that might be happening here. Mike Reese has ordered an antibody home test, £39. Yeah. Oh, well. Cake Maker is about a cafe owner in Israel. Part of it filmed in Germany too. Great story, The Cake Maker. Well, I've got that Amazon Prime, so let me write that down. Cake Maker on Amazon. I might watch that one. Oh, is it Last Night of the Prom? Isn't it Last Night of the Proms tonight? Oh, I won't be able to watch it tonight. Last Night of the Proms tonight. Ba 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 ba. Andy V, chop your hands off for dropping rubbish. I agree, Andy. I agree. I bet Saudi Arabia does something like that. They got the right idea. You go and burgle someone's house, they chop your hands off. Absolutely. Ow, you need to talk to them and understand what's wrong. No, you haven't. Chop the blooming hands off. Be done and chop your hands off. Thank you very much. Yes, I like the sound of that Cake Maker thing there. Oh, I've got an insect sprayer now. That's good. That's good. Not an insect, a weed sprayer thing. It's very good. You pump it up and down. Now, I bought this insect spray in a normal bottle. Oh, what a pain that is. Not insect, weed spray. I get quite a lot of weeds around the caravan. It's difficult to keep on top of the weeds, to be honest. When I came back, of course, we couldn't come up here for months. March, April, May, June. 3 months I couldn't come up here. But my nephew came down a couple of times, and my sister and brother-in-law, to keep an eye on the caravan, you know, check everything was working and what have you. And once my nephew brought round great niece Evie and great nephew Harry, and they did some weeding. These weeds were up here. I kid you not. You've got to keep on it. So I bought this weed spray, but there's so many weeds. All this, it starts wearing your hand out doing that all the time, doesn't it? I mean, we're almost back to the Viagra story, aren't we? Like this all the time. Oh, Christ. So I bought a pressure weed sprayer. Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I should have done a little video. Anyway, so I've got this thing. It was quite easy to put together. What's the name of it's a well-known garden tool. Spear and Jackson, that's it. Spear and Jackson. So it's this plastic bottle, and you screw it together, very easy, and then you pour in your insecticide. So I've got this bottle that was in a spray. When I say a spray, I don't mean a little bottle. It was like a square, you know, was that 1 litre? 5 litres? Like a square bottle, like that it is. And this thing come out of a little tube, and there was a sprayer thing which done my hand in doing that all the time. So I took the top off that and poured that into my new precious sprayer. And it says you shouldn't give it any more than 15 pumps. So there I'm. And then I approached a weed. And then on the end of this magic wand is a little button. And you squeeze it and it just comes out. Oh, wonderful. I love it. What a wonderful gadget that is. And I detected these when my dear neighbour next door, Jeff and his wife Linda, they're not around at the moment. They're up in Sheffield where they live. But he had one, and I thought, oh, I've got to get one of those. So much easier. You see the word. So we'll see how long that takes to kill the weeds. Wonderful, wonderful. And also, yesterday, more DIY. Yes, I got a new tube of No More Nows exterior version. And I've been going around my veranda, re-sticking up little bits of wood that have fallen off. It's all falling apart here. Not only that, I've put down my lino on Martin's my brother-in-law's excellent repair on the door, which is fantastic. Although it's under the door in the studio, it's a little bit raised up. I don't know if you can see that on the other camera or not. 1 moment, please. Let's just swap cameras there. Can you? Oh, no, you can't. It's. Yes, you can. See that grey bit there? See that grey? That's the new lino. Well, the old lino. I've reinstalled the old lino. Yes. I see. I'm getting better. I mean, it's not quite up to. It did go underneath something, but that appears now to be sealed by metal tape that my nephew and brother-in-law have put down. So, but it's fairly flat. The only thing is this door scrapes now because, of course, that bit that's been repaired is slightly more raised up. So at their convenience, but it's all right for now. It kind of does the job there. So DIY Chris is in the house, I'm very pleased to say. Thank you very much. Good morning to Mark Bowles. Good morning, Mark Bowles. There he is, little Mark Bowles. Hello to you, darling. How are you, my love? I still haven't received a death threat yet from Tina, his girlfriend. Oh, did I notice? How comes your wife and your names are different? Please don't tell me that you're living together and aren't married. Oh, my God. That would never happen in Israel. I'm telling you that now. Oh, my God. They're living together. Not married. What would Father Symes say at the St. Joseph's in Roehampton where I went as a boy? Oh, God, people living together. They're not even married. Shocking. What'd you say about that, lady? Oh, God, I can't remember. Christina? What'd you say about that? Living together, not even married. Terrible. There's Christopher Woodhouse. Good morning to you. Chris has had trouble with his glasses. He's been down to one of the glass shops. I won't say the name. You can type it in there if you want to, Chris, but I won't say it. Okay, he's been to this guy, so I think 6 times he's been now trying to get them to make his glasses properly, and they have not succeeded yet. He's asked for his money back now. Terrible. Terrible trouble Chris has had with his glasses. So he's gone somewhere else now. Can't remember. There is a bloke who does glasses that I know, and I can't remember his name. We've got 31 likes there, boys and girls. Okay, let's show you these photographs now. First of all, from John Parrish. Look at, isn't that a lovely dog? The one sitting in front. I mean, that's that's lovely, John. John Parrish sending in a little doc, and its name is Jasper. Oh, now you're talking, John. Oh yes, please. Yes, please. Lunch in Manila. And there's the dog, baby Jasper, still in the Philippines. Oh, isn't he lovely? Look at him. We do like a Labrador. There you go. Thank you, John. Which one would I have there? Probably the one on the right. The one with the yellow. I quite like the look of the yellow and the oranges on there. Thank you, John, for that. All right, excellent pictures. And thank you very much for all your likes this morning. 31 likes we've had this morning, so thank you very much for that. And also, Mick Davenport has sent in a picture of his Yorkshire thumbprint buns. Here we go. Look at those. How long do I have to leave those up there for your little mouths to start watering, eh? These are Yorkshire thumbprint buns. Very delicious looking. Look at that jam in the middle. Oh, do you know, now that I've seen those, I'd really quite like I'd really quite like a jam donut now for something. I haven't had a jam donut for ages. Don't let my nephew's wife hear that, because she'll rush out and buy some. She does. She feeds me. She feeds me. Her cooking's lovely. Stacey's cooking is lovely. Really nice. Barry Manlow's got 2 Labradors. I didn't know that. Good morning to Gizmo in Guildford. Morning, Gizmo. Welcome to the show. Denise Andrews says on the subject of glasses, I knew straight away who it was. I had trouble with mine and will never go back. Boots are great. Try them. Yeah, I think I bought glasses from Boots, and no, I've been to that one as well, actually. And Dolland and Aitchinson, but they're quite dear, aren't they? Dolland and Aitchinson. My mum always, just sorry, my little bit of tissue's falling down there. Just a minute. Dolland and Aitchinson. My mum always went to Dolland and Aitchinson, but I find them very expensive. You know, they're very professional and all that, but very expensive as well. Gary Ross says here he demolished those beautiful thumbprint cakes there. They look like, oh, how rude. Gary Butler says they look like dog treats. How rude. That's bad, Gary. That's awful. Christina, nope, you wouldn't have people living in sin in Israel. Wouldn't happen there, would it, my darling? Shocking. They'll all be out there with their little black hats on and their hairs on there, banging on the doors. Get out! Good morning to Mandy Davenport. There she is. Peter Wright got his mug yesterday. Good. Excellent. Right, some stories for you. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can or a spider bite. We are obsessed on this channel by spiders and snakes. We haven't done scorpions yet. Anyone ever seen a live scorpion? I don't think I have. Only on the telly. Never seen a live scorpion. Evil. Them things, all those tails on the end. Poisons, dear. In the Daily Mirror, a false widow spider's bite left a man a day away from death after it formed an enormous lump that developed its own heartbeat. Oh my God. That reminds me of the film I watched the other day with Daniel Radcliffe. Now, what was it called? Jungle. Got to watch that. Netflix again, right? So he's gets lost in the jungle, basically. And he got this lump on his head. And it's moving! This lump on his head is moving in the film Jungle on Netflix. Beautiful scenery. Watch it. Daniel Radcliffe, you know, the Harry Potter boy. And anyway, he wakes up one day and gets a knife and cuts. And he puts his hand in the wound and pulls out a worm. Why does anyone ever want to go abroad? I mean, Australia is so... I don't know how Michael Pullman has managed to get to his age. So dangerous in Australia. You can't walk along the shops in Sydney. In the main shops, people are avoiding alligators and crocodiles walking up and down the road. Spiders jump off walls onto your head. You know, you can go out with a family of 4, go shopping and come back with only 2 people because the other 2 have been eaten by spiders and great big pythons hanging down off the street lamps, hissing at everyone as they go past. Frightening place. We should not have been in Australia. That was for animals to live in. We went and conquered it, didn't we, or whatever? The poor Aborigines, they seem to know how to do it, don't they? It's only the stupid white people that haven't got a clue what to do there. Blooming spider. What about that other boy the other day? Sat on the toilet and got his willy bit. Dangerous, dear. Dreadful place. We shouldn't have gone there. Leave it to them. It's their country. God's sake. Very, very dangerous place, isn't it, Michael? Have you ever been bitten by a spider, Michael Pullman? Or a snake or something terrible happen? A little wombat attacks you in the street. Wombats everywhere. And those other things, what are they? Not wombats. What's those other little furry things you got there? Koalas. Don't think they're cuddly things. Have you seen the nails? I mean, I'm sorry, I can't get on with anyone who doesn't cut. I can't bear long nails. That's why I wouldn't like a koala. I can't bear long nails. Things like that. Scratch your face to bits, dear. Oh, let's pick up a cuddly koala. Yeah, not until you've given it injection first to calm it down. One of those medical things, you know. Like a pethidone injection. I've had one of those. A pethidone injection. Oh, one of the most happiest moments of my life. There I was in terrible pain with my burst appendix. About 22 years ago now, something like that. The pain. And this very cute nurse. I think he had an eye for me. Well, it's hardly surprising, is it? He had an eye for me, this nurse. He said, I'll give you a pethidone injection. Oh, so okay. So I've rolled my arm out. He said, no, it's not going in your arm. Turn over. I thought, just wants to have a look at my bum. Perv! Anyway, so I had this. He said, I'll come back in a few minutes. Okay. I'm like, oh. Then he came back. I remember him coming back. He said, how you feeling? And I'm like, all right. The nurse was not impressed. Some old bat, the nurse from hell we had. Not him. Some old bag of a woman. Oh, she was horrible. How are you feeling? Can I have another pethidone injection? That's what I said to her. Any chance of another pethidone injection? Not unless you need it. And walked off. Miserable old cow. Anyway, back to this story. A false widow Spider-Man left a spider left a man a day away from death after it formed an enormous lump. It developed its own heartbeat. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Heartbeat. Ba-da-da-da. This bloke, Christopher Tapp, had been clearing out containers at work when he noticed he had a small bite on his right leg, but thought nothing of it until the wound started swelling. That's like a swelling wound, so to and it had developed its own heartbeat. This bloke, 24, developed an enormous lump formed on his shin that sent stabbing pains through his muscles as he walked. It also developed its own heartbeat, so Christopher visited a doctor and was advised to take antihistamines. However, the bite kept on growing, and a friend's mum insisted on driving him to hospital on Christmas Day. Ding dong merrily on high, in heaven the bells are ringing. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you. Hark the herald angels sing the first Noel, while shepherds watch their flocks at night, silent night. Are you looking forward to Christmas? There will be a Christmas carol every day sung on this show by yours truly. Well, actually, I might get you to sing Christmas carols. You could send that in, couldn't you? And I could play them out. The bite kept growing. Christmas Day, he had emergency surgery to remove the infected tissue from his legs. Oh, there's a hole in his leg. There's a hole in his leg. One moment, please. Look, there's a hole in his leg. Oh, it's not good, is it? Hole in his leg. Look, nasty. I forgot to check the text. I'll have a look at a minute at the text. I've had to put the text phone behind me because it interferes with the... Actually, I could try it on the side again. Now that I've moved everything around, I've got a lot more space here now. I might put it there and see if that affects the screen at all. Okay. I'll just do those messages on there in a moment. Okay, my loves. Back to this story. Doctors tested the infected tissue and confirmed it was a spider bite, warning him that if he had come in just one day later, he would have been dead from blood poisoning. You can't leave these things, can you? As soon as you notice something's not quite healing up right, straight down the casualty there. 4 years on, Christopher says he's now scared of spiders. Well, we're all scared of spiders, dear. And still panics at any unknown tickling sensation on his body as he frantically swipes at his skin. I do that. Do you do that? Oh, in fact, I've got to tell you, my veranda out the front there is covered in spiders' webs. They probably all come out at night. You don't see them during the daytime. I said this to you yesterday. If I go out at night around my caravan with a torch, it is teeming with spiders. They're all over the caravan, all over it, with their little webs. But I leave them. I just leave them. As long as they don't come in, please stay out there. Don't want you in here. He's also been left with an inch-long scar on his leg, mistaken for a knife wound. He's urging people to be more aware of risks of UK spiders and not to chance it if they're bitten, and don't even underestimate the little ones. Massive, very horrible, isn't it, eh? Gosh. He says, in Australia it's understandable to believe. But in the UK, people are very tedious about it and don't want to believe it. At least people have more of an understanding if there are some form of venomous spiders, because there can be bacteria on them. So even if they're not venomous, you see, they can cause great pain. Oh, there's a picture of him. He's very nice. 24. Would you like to see? Would you like to see a picture of him? Oh, yes. Bit young. Probably a little bit young for me. 24. He'd just be full of crap, wouldn't he? Hey, there you go, boys and girls. Is that for you, ladies? Anyone want a toy boy? Come on, girls. Here you are, Mandy. Go on, trade it in for something like that. There you go, my love. That'll keep you busy at night. It says, although Christopher never spotted the insect that bit him, he claims doctors tested the tissue and confirmed it had been a spider bite. That's scary, isn't it? Oh my God, there's a picture of one of them. Ooh. I think you know what these black widows, false black widows look like. Although this one looks brown. I thought they were actually black. Are we allowed to say that word anymore? There you go, look. Oh, hang on. Why is there a picture of my cupboard on there? Maybe I moved the camera too quickly. There it is, look. It's more brown than black, isn't it? Horrible things. But they've got like a little skull thing on the back of them, haven't they? As like a skull sort of thing on the back of those things. Right, let me just do something here in case I forget. And that's it. I'll have a look at the text messages coming in for you. And good morning to Maureen, texting in this morning. Likes the new backdrop. Thank you, Maureen. We don't change them too often, sort of once a year, twice a year. The one in here hadn't been seen for ages, which is why I left it so long to change it. Claire and Darren can't stand Gemma Collins. She's an oversized, gobby creature. I can't bear her. You know, I can't bear her. I really can't. What it is, I just don't like talentless people on the television, and God knows there's enough of them. God knows there's enough of them, isn't there? Couple of have we done the photos? We've done the photos, haven't we? A couple of your messages. Always getting very hot in here. Couple of messages. Killed a spider the other day from Mick Davenport. Must have been 1.5 inches. Oh no. Don't like those. Gizmo's got a tarantula. Mike Reese, it's spider mating season at the moment. Well, let them mate then, not in here. John Parrish keeps the flies away. What you do or the spiders? Michael Parman's been bitten by bull ants. They jump, they bite and sting you at the same time. It's a burning, hot pain. I don't think I've seen bull ants. There must have been some around when I was in Queensland at that Turtle Cove, though, Michael. Have you been there? Oh, it's a lovely resort, that is. There's a jacuzzi. There was a python living in a tree. I kid you not. It's this python living... Don't bother you. Doesn't seem to bother anyone. There was a python living in the bloody tree. Can you believe that? Oh, Lord. John, I've held koalas and a wombat. They both scratched me. Well, stop touching them inappropriately then. That's your own fault. If you touch these animals inappropriately, they will scratch you, dear. Shocking. Steve Carter, possums. There's another one in Australia. Dingoes, says Gary Ross. Lots of them there. Oh, dear. I really wouldn't like to be holding any of these things. Good morning, Martin. There's Martin. He's got, as I say, he's got shingles at the moment. Very painful, it sounds as well. Very painful shingles. Christopher Woodhouse got there. You go. This is what's wrong with his glasses. Got the eye axis wrong 6 times. Is that axis as in AXIS or ACCESS? I think it's AXIS, isn't it? Got my eye axis wrong 6 times. You would have thought after the first time I made a complaint they would have done it right, but no, they came back wrong 6 times. So he's got a refund now. They can't get it right. Is it a difficult thing to make glasses? I don't know. I've never made a pair myself. Right. George Bond is doing a live stream. He's not had a shave for 2 weeks. Why is that then? Oh. Or Mandy has held a hissing cockroach. What a dreadful thing to say about your husband, Mandy. I'm surprised at that. Really. But he does hiss a lot, doesn't he, Mandy? I'll give you that. He really does. He's on here hissing and screaming all the time. Dear me. McDonald's. Now, I believe this. Again, the Daily Mirror. McDonald's has recently introduced a triple cheeseburger. And here is the picture as advertised of the triple cheeseburger. There you go. The triple... Doesn't that look delightful? But you know, doesn't matter, McDonald's, Burger King, any of those, you get that thing in the car, you open that box, it looks nothing like that. Absolutely nothing like it. But we know that, so I don't know why someone's kicking up a stink here. McDonald's food, it's okay. It always seems to be very clean to me in McDonald's. Now and again, and McDonald's is all right. Don't have a problem with that at all. You can't live on it. You shouldn't live on that stuff. Like you shouldn't live on chips or crisps. Go have some vegetables. McDonald's customers have been left disappointed after receiving triple cheeseburgers they claim look nothing like the adverts. The eagerly anticipated triple cheeseburger launched on September the 7th, £2.19, which is a fair price, I think, for something like that, don't you? Let me just have my peels. It's got 3 burgers, onions, pickles, ketchup, mustard and cheese in a soft toasted bun. It was everything McDonald's fans dreamed of, and they couldn't wait to try one. But as soon as they managed to get their hands on the goods, they were less than impressed. While some people complained that the burger looked nothing like the adverts, others were furious that they'd only received 2 burgers, not 3 like they'd been promised. Let's have a look at the picture. Yeah, there are 3 in that picture. Oh, well, that's a bit wrong, isn't it? There's definitely 3 in the advertising picture. Some people complained the burger looked nothing like the adverts. As I say, one customer shared a picture of the burger, which admittedly looked like it'd seen better days. Shame mine doesn't look like the one on the advert. Well, of course it doesn't. They never do. You know, McDonald's will spend an absolute fortune getting the picture right. And you know, that's just not how it comes off the cooker. I mean, it isn't. Is it? They would have spent a fortune doing stuff to that burger to get the best picture they possibly can. To advertise it, that's how it is. But it's the height of disappointment. I got given a double instead. And she went to Holborn, which is in London. The picture of the actual burger they received is, as you can see, nothing like it. I mean, I don't know what's happened to that, to be honest. Look at that. That's what she got. There's the advert, right? And that's what she got. It looks like she's sat on it. Maybe Gemma Collins sat on it. Oh, dear. A McDonald's spokesperson told the Daily Mirror our new triple cheeseburger has been incredibly popular, and we've been pleased to see the great reaction from many of our customers. We appreciate some haven't arrived with cut to customers with in their best form, and we apologise for any disappointment. You can guarantee that McDonald's will have seen that picture from Holborn and come down on them like a ton of bricks. You don't muck around with large corporations like McDonald's. They will get you legally for cussing their stuff. But as I say, I don't think it's good to live on any one thing. Certainly burgers or chips, very bad. Whatever is it, McDonald's, Burger King, whatever. But one now and again is all right. I mean, I don't think I could ever fault McDonald's. Certainly McDonald's, Burger King, that always looks very clean, or at least the bit we can see. I've never been round the back of these places. They look very clean. Kentucky Fried Chicken looks very clean in there. The criticism comes after McDonald's was criticised for scrapping its veggie dippers. A number of vegetarian fans tried to order the item, but it's been left disappointed when they were turned away. That's funny they should say that there. When I was in Euro Disney with my niece, nephew and everyone, so that would be 16, 26, 36, about 18 years ago, we were in Euro Disney. We went to the... was I with them or was I with someone else? I can't remember now. Anyway, went to the McDonald's because they got a McDonald's with it on this sort of Disney village, they call it, where all these shops and things are. And I love a veggie, but we don't do them. They did no vegetarian stuff in that Disney at all. I basically survived that week on pizzas. Yeah, very difficult to get vegetarian stuff there, unfortunately. Adrian Richardson, good morning. McDonald's triple or double cheeseburger, not very nice, a bit greasy, says him. No snakes in Chapel Hill, thank God for that. Trust in me. Oh, well. What else have we got here? Holiday booze cruise could be back. That was always part of the holiday, wasn't it? You know, I mean, going and buying the duty-free. Some people would just go on the trip simply to buy duty-free stuff. Well, in the Daily Mail this morning, holidaying Britons will once again be able to snap up cut-price alcohol on holidays to Europe under a new post-Brexit regime from January. You pleased about that? I mean, I'm not a drinker, I'm not a smoker, so it never really bothered me when it disappeared. You know, it certainly stopped people asking you to bring them back. That was just a pain. Oh, can you get us some fags, Chris? Oh, can you bring us a bottle of this back, Chris? You get 10 people asking you. You know, someone's going to be disappointed, aren't they? Holidaying Britons will once again be able to snap up cut-price alcohol on holidays to Europe. Passengers making their way to EU countries from the UK are currently excluded from duty-free, but this is set to change once the transition period for leaving the European Union ends on December the 31st. So the Treasury today confirmed British people can expect savings of about £2.86 for a 75 centilitre bottle of champagne or Prosecco and £2.28 for 6 cans of 4% ABV. That's good, isn't it? The booze cruise phenomenon took off in the 1990s. I remember it when British families could make journeys to Calais to grab bargains from wine warehouses. All these, and they had a Sainsbury's over there, didn't they, in Calais? Grab bargains from wine warehouses and cart crates of alcohol home for the holidays. But the craze faded when UK stores started selling cheaper alcohol and the pound lost its strength against the euro. Last year, the then Chancellor told travellers to the EU they would soon be able to buy cigarettes and alcohol without paying any UK excise duty. His policy was supposed to be temporary, but the Treasury has now announced a permanent change. There you go. Good news for you there. Would you go on something like that, perhaps? Would you do that? Is that something that appeals to you? Jumping in the car or getting on a boat and buying stuff like alcohol and cigarettes in lots of quantities. Cheerio, Escool. Cheerio, Escool. Christina's off. Cheerio, my darling. Nice to see you. It doesn't really appeal to me doing it. People literally, their day it was like a day out. They get in the car, jump on the boat, drive onto the boat, go to these shops, fill them up with booze and fags and all that business, and then come back again. That was like their a day out, wasn't it? Interesting, isn't it, eh? Now, we've done the story about the giant hornets before, haven't we? Or hornets coming over and destroying bees. But just how big is this one? A giant hornet, in the Daily Mail again, has been discovered on the border between China and Myanmar that experts say is a new species. This thing is enormous. Experts from an insect museum in South China say the find represents the largest Asian giant hornet found to date. The discovery was made on an expedition to Yunnan in southern China, where locals led an insect specialist to a giant hive. I'm going to show you a picture of this in a minute. It's frightening. The new hornets are found to have a body length measuring up to 2.4 inches. Okay, look. Let's take one of these. Okay, so that's roughly the size of a credit card. Yeah, 2.4 inches. Got to be about that size. 2.4 inches is that size. 2.4 inches, 6 centimetres long. And about 3.5 inches, about 10 centimetres of a wingspan, making them a significantly larger population than the largest recorded. It goes on about the Asian killer hornets. Okay, now I'm just going to run a little film for you. It's just enormous. Right, and this bloke has got like a dried out one, which he's holding. I'll have to make a little video of this. We haven't done this before, have we? There we go. Oh, that's scary. Look at this. That is enormous. Isn't it? Wouldn't like to bump into one of those. A hive had a diameter greater than 2 metres. The diameter of the hive, 2 metres. 79 inches. The man in the photo could only wrap his arms around 2/3 of the hive. Oh my God, blimey. Well, I hope they don't come over here. Because we have been getting those hornets over here, haven't we? Although not as big as that. Scary. Ever seen a giant hornet? Have you ever smoked? Wants to know Mike Bowles. Well, I have to say, Mike, what the hell has that got to do with anything we're talking about this morning, dear? Smoked? Yes, I did smoke about 28 years ago. And I was worse smoking when I was DJing. I used to have 20 fags when I was DJing. Seriously. Just one after the other. Then I just stopped like that. I had to try a few times and I just stopped and I never touched one since. I can now smell caravan smoke. Caravan smoke. I can now smell cigarette smoke 10 mile away. Someone walks past the van, you know, in Nottinghamshire. I can smell it from here. Awful. Oh, horrible things. Man tattoos. Who's got a tattoo? Mark's got a tattoo. He's got a lovely tattoo on his neck. Beautiful it looks. A man has spent £9,000 tattooing his entire body black and now plans to cover his tongue and remove his nipples. This bloke is only 25 in Switzerland. He underwent 3 days of painful tattooing and has now had the words evil plastered across his back. I mean, what's all that about? His entire body is black. Wait till you see this. I don't get it. Why would you want to do this? Why would you do that? Why? That just doesn't look good in any shape, way or form. And he's got evil tattooed on his back. Look. What day? Oh, it's Saturday, isn't it? Evil, look, evil. Why? Why would you do that? He said he was inspired by seeing a man on a beach with full body tattoos. He originally committed to covering a single arm, but was so happy with the outcome and fascinated by the pain, he vowed to continue. I decided I want to have a fully black arm. A friend of mine introduced me to a tattoo artist who could do this, and within 3 sessions, my arm was black. I was fascinated by the pain and the healing, and I knew I wanted to do something more extreme, so I underwent a further 3 days of black work. He visited a tattoo parlour known as the... I'm so sorry, my nose is itching like mad here. Spent... where is it now? He visited a tattoo parlour known as the Brutal Black Project and spent a further 3 days undergoing tattoo work on the rest of his body. Since the project started, he's spent 400 hours doing tattoos. Fortunately, the tattoos don't affect his job, as although residents at the care home where he works have told him to wash his dirty hands or asked if the tattoos will shower off. And there's a picture of him there. Oh, this is the sort of pose I like to see Mark Bowles in, to be honest. But there we are. Look, there he is there. I mean, what's all that about? I don't get that at all. Why you'd want to do tattoos like that. And we've... it's the first time I've seen that. I've seen people with tattoos all over them. One bloke, he had a spider's web on his face, didn't he? Horrible. He said, I get negative comments from people. Some think it's shocking or ugly, and they ask if I'm mentally ill. Not really, I don't know about that. I mean, oh my God, what do you see him before? Oh Christ, he's gorgeous, look. He's lovely, lovely looking, look. This is before and after, look, it's so before, there's before. Before, look. Before. Before. After. Why would you do that to yourself? It's so much beauty before people start mucking around with themselves. You know, why? I don't understand why black people want to make their faces white and all that. You're just beautiful as you are. No need to muck around with yourself. People with the lips, all this cosmetic. It's almost like cosmetic surgery, isn't it? All that. Christopher Woodhouse doesn't like it, does he? No. Have you got tats? Have you? Andy V's got tats, have you? 39 tats, have you? Lots of people have them. Denise, I can jump on this bandwagon of tattoos. No, not ducks or chickens. It's just a bit much, that is. Mandy's got 39 tattoos. Christopher Woodhouse has got 3. I know I do need a new phone protector. I do. I mean, this keeps falling off now. Look at it. Look at the state of this, look. It's all broken around the sides. It's had a few drops. But the screen, still there. Oh, I learned from that. I dropped the phone once with no screen protector on. Thanks very much. What was that, 200 quid? Something ludicrous like that. Have you got a phone protector? Perhaps I could have a phone protector of you, like in a beach pose. Could you have one made for me, Mark Bowles? That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Oh, dear. This stupid woman here. Stupid woman. Another one who craves, she's got crave attention. Do you know, I need to open that. Do you mind if I open my front door? Because I'm really hot in here now. Do you mind if I let a little bit cold air in? Just a moment. Oh, it's hot. A little bit of air in here. Cool, it's hot in here now. Oh. This woman has called for a boycott of Asda. Why? Because she says they're promoting paedophilia. I mean, you couldn't make this crap up. Some people are so unbelievably stupid. They really are. And here's another one of them. In the Daily Mail, a mother has called for a boycott of Asda and branded the supermarket disgusting for promoting paedophilia by selling children's T-shirts with LGBTQ flag colours and naked trolls with the slogan, "Everybody is free to love." She's in Cornwall. What's her name? Sky Rodriguez. She was shocked when she discovered the slogan on tops while shopping in the St Austell Superstar in Cornwall on Monday. She's an events manager. 37. She's a millennial. Should have spotted that first before I done it. Now you've got light coming in there, haven't you? That's not going to work, is it? Just a moment. I'll have to close the door again. It's all going a bit wrong now. 1 moment, please. I'll have to close the door again. Oh, good job I did as well. There's bleeding wasp out there. There we go. Sorry, gang. You see how I sit here and suffer so that I can give you the best look of me as I can possibly do? Huh? She's an events manager, 37, millennial. Warning, millennial alerts. Millennial alerts. So what's probably happened is that she hasn't been given much attention for a while. She wants a bit of attention. That's what it is. She shared an image of the clothing, which I'll show you in a moment, which is labelled for ages 1 to 14 on Facebook, where other parents said it left them sickened. But Asda has defended the T-shirt as inclusive. I will wait till I show you. I'll show you the picture in a minute. The top shows 6 naked trolls, except they are naked, yeah, but there's no bits. Do you know what I mean? There's no bits other than a belly button. That's it. The top shows 6 naked trolls, each with different coloured hair, collectively making up the colours of a version of the gay flag. I don't know. I hate this LGBT crap. That is crap, that is. That was invented by some bleeding focus group in a university. I hate it. It's just gay. That's it. That's all of us. Gay. End of. Underneath rainbow writing, which reads, "Everybody is free to love." Now, will you please tell me, is this Is this promoting paedophilia in your opinion or not? What a load of old crap. Now, what's wrong with that? That's it. That's what she's complaining about. This picture apparently promotes paedophiliaisms. Paedophiliaism? That a word? Stupid old bag. Save Our Children activist. Activist. There's another one. See the word activist. Save Our Children activist Kiki Marriott. Kiki Marriott believes the T-shirts promote paedophilia as a sexual orientation. No, it doesn't. It's a picture of trolls, you stupid old bag. Why don't you just shut up? Why don't these people just shut up and go and climb into some sort of little box and please lock it up? Or you could all go on one island together. Shania, is the Isle of Wight available for these people? She is so outraged. She's calling for a boycott of the store. Yeah, I'm sure that'll work, my love. As she claims selling the T-shirt normalises the love has no age movement. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Of course, love has no age. Of course it does. Little children love each other. That's it. You are just trying to sexualise the whole thing. And that picture does not sexualise anyone. You stupid old bag. All these people do my head in. They really do. Was that my door there? What's going on there? Oh, I'm sure my door banged. Just a moment. I thought I'd close that all right. Da, 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 da. Why is that banged? Just a minute. I think something's fallen down there. Oh, it's opened again. Oh. There we are. Sorry, I didn't close that properly. And there's a picture of her. And she's put all the makeup on so she can make a little appearance in the Daily Mail. Bless her heart, darling. You know, here she is. Here she is. What a stupid... Oh, these people get on my nerves. Another one. Why don't you join a little left-wing group, my love? You could start a little left-wing group, couldn't you, darling? Go marching up London. Go and stick yourself to some lampposts. Or something like that. Oh, stupid old bag. Anyway, there we are. That's that story. I wanted to read you that because it's just so ridiculous and how the world is now, you know. Ridiculous. Oh, thank you, George. Yes, very pleased. Good morning, Dylan. Morning, Dylan, just joining us there. Meant to tell you, boys and girls, Gary Owen is back on air, back online, back on stream. Gary Owen, yes, he's doing a Friday night. I don't know if he's just doing Friday nights, but... he appears last night. His computer's working. It was with his mate last night. My nephew Gary was watching, so he told me. So I just quickly flicked over and have a nice little bit of a chat. So we're very pleased to tell you that Gary Owen is back in his show, and he's now calling it the Friday night, the big Friday night show, or something like that. So that's Gary's show back on there. Mark has sent me a tattoo. Have you really, Mark? Oh, let's have a little quick look at that, darling. One moment, please. Another tattoo. Oh, and there's a message there from John as well. Oh, it's a little stick man. Oh, it's a little stick man. Do you want to see this? Mark's got a new tattoo. A little stick man. Well, that's kind of cute, Mark. I'd like to see Mark's new tattoo. There he is. A little stick man. Look, little stick man. Oh. I'm disappointed you didn't send... But I thought you would have a little tattoo of me on there, Mark. Very disappointing. Yeah, that'll upset Tina. I'm still waiting for an abusive message from her. Oh, hang on. There's a message from John Aitken. Yep, the scaffolders are back this... Oh, he's a new bloke. He's got a new scaffolder there. No, my money's still on the blonde one. Hang on. These are the scaffolders that are working outside John Aitken's house at the moment. There you go. Which one do you want, girls? The one with the beard, or the blonde one? I don't know how he manages to get these pictures without being noticed. Oh, I'd love to be on that pulley, wouldn't you? I'd love to be on the end of that pulley with them pulling me up to abuse me as I got to the top. Mick wants to know if your son drew that. I forgot, what was your son's name again, without me having to look up the letter that I've had to send in? I've sent in the adoption papers. Yeah. What you can do, Mark, is present the adoption papers to your wife. You remember that? Oh, perhaps you might not. Were you around when EastEnders, when Dirty Den served the divorce papers onto Angie Watts? Did you watch that Christmas Day? You can do that Christmas Day. You can walk in just when Christmas dinner's there and say, "Hello, darling." Slam the adoption papers down. What's your boy's name? Is it Jay? Jay something, isn't it? Something Jay, isn't it? Something Jay. Just wait for the name and I'll tell you that what that is there. Wait for that. Wait for that there. Yes, you can get the and this, my love, is what's happening next. And slam the adoption papers and there it will say, this child, something J, is to be adopted by natural father Mark Bowles and his new mother, Chris Reardon. Yes. See how she reacts to that one, darling. You're likely to have a turkey thrown in your face, darling. Just like this show is, turkey-ish. Morning, Heidi. Heidi's in the house. Dylan's sent an email, apparently. Nope, nothing there. Oh, there we go. Is it a joke? Oh, is it a joke you're sending there? I can show you this. I don't usually do jokes. I find very few jokes funny, to be honest. I laugh at life. I particularly laugh at people that are having a hard time about something. That always amuses me. Here we go. Why can't I turn that round? It won't turn round now. Hang on a minute. Maybe that's why, is it? Nope. I can't turn that round and show you. How disappointing. 1 minute. Photos. Albums. Photo. Ah, there we go. So today, at church, a guy in a suit tried to drown me. And I kid you not, the family were just taking pictures. Very good, Dylan. Don't send too many through, otherwise we'll never get through the show. Thank you, Dylan, for that. Very amusing. Which one do you want, ladies? Which one do you want? I showed you the picture. Come on, which one do you want there? Alrighty. Millionaires. Oh, I'll drop that story. What's the time? Blimey, it's 10:25. Don't it go quick? I'll drop that one. Should we drop that one as well? 1 moment. Yeah, I've got a couple here I could use on another day. We'll drop that one. And here we go. In the Daily Star this morning, worried that someone might see her parcels. Now, pretty lucky where I am, really, because no one walks past the house down in Bracknell. Parcels do get left outside and they're there days later sometimes, although my neighbour will often take them in. In the Daily Star it says, we've all experienced a delivery driver fail in some form or another. From the guy who took a wee in the street before handing over the parcel without washing his hands, the careless driver who throws your fragile packaging over the garden fence. And that's not good, is it? Having a box thrown over the fence. It goes on then, of course, there's the plain stupid places parcels get left, and that's if you're lucky enough to get in the first place. Proof of delivery pictures are still being sent to homeowners with images of their goods sitting outside someone else's house. See, I don't know where that goes. You know, if you've got a parcel, and I've been very fortunate in that this has not happened to me. So you get your parcel, you're not in, and then you receive a picture of the parcel sitting outside your front door. You get home, and it's gone. Now, where does that leave you? because you have got the proof that it would be delivered, but you haven't taken it inside, and in that gap, someone's nicked it. What did Amazon do about that? Because it must happen. Has that happened to any of you? It's a spare for Danielle McPherson, who ordered a package from Amazon, my favourite way to shop. I have to say it. It's all very well you say, you support your local shops. I'm sorry, it's just so easy to order from Amazon. And when they were out, they attempted delivery. Worried that someone might see a parcel, the driver thought it would be a wise move to try and hide it from prying eyes using a well-known, tried and tested method, camouflage. I'm camouflaged this morning. Can you even see me? Hello? Taking inspiration from the chameleon that changes its colour to blend in with the background to hide from predators, the driver sprinkled stones from the ground all over the parcel in a vain attempt to disguise it. When Daniel returned home, she did see the funny side of it, but he hasn't done a very good job of it. This is the funny thing about it. Look, I mean, if you're going to camouflage it, for Christ's sake, camouflage it properly. Oh, I mean, what's the point of that? Oh, Lord. Last month, an Amazon delivery driver horrified locals in Portsmouth after being caught relieving himself in the street moments before delivering a parcel to a family by hand. I mean, oh, whatever. For Christ's sake. Always people moaning, isn't there? Well, he didn't do a very good job of that camouflaging, did he? Oh, has anyone ever had a parcel nicked from there? Very worrying. Good morning to Fran Green. Good morning, Fran. All right. One more story, then we'll do today's raffle tickets. Let's have a look there. Okay, here we go again. Britain's Got Talent judges David Walliams and Alicia Dixon have had a row. This is in the Sun this morning. See what you think of this. Once again, it's that thing people do with going back into the past and finding faults with everything. I was talking to my mate the other day. One of the neighbours, actually, is not in my little row of houses, is one of the blokes that fix all the cars in the streets. You know, the sort of bloke. Nice bloke. Lovely family he's got. And we were talking about, as we've got older, and we're getting a little bit fed up with people younger than us tearing up our past. We were wrong to use plastic bottles, this, that and the other, wrong to say these certain different words and what have you. And it's spilled over to David Walliams and Alicia Dixon involved in an astonishing Britain's Got Talent bust-up over his Little Britain past. Now, I don't know about you. I found and would still find Little Britain hilarious. I don't see it as taking the mick out of anyone else. The judges clashed after Alicia referred to David's inappropriate parodies in the comment. What is this, all this? They're obsessed by that word, aren't they? Inappropriate. Absolutely obsessed by it. His characters, including black woman Desiree DeVere, you remember her? Call me Bubbles, darling, call me Bubbles. Now, you see, I wasn't a child when these things were out. I was in my 40s, and I would watch this. The very fact that she had black makeup on was pretty irrelevant to me. But she had the accent. She had the accent there. So presumably that's why I decided to use black makeup on. But I looked at it. I never sort of saw that as a black person and a white person on there. I just saw them as two people. But old Alicia Dixon don't like it. His characters included Desiree DeVere, call me Bubbles, darling, call me Bubbles, and bearded transvestite Emily Howard. And they were hilarious. Call me a lady, call me ladies. We are ladies, remember? David left London's LH2 Studios. What the hell is that? I don't know where that is. LH2 Studios. Straight after filming last Friday, when the other judges returned to their dressing rooms. A studio... it says she's becoming, Alicia, more determined to use her platform for good and speak out when she feels she should. And the story goes on a little bit more than that. It's quite long, but did you see any offence in Britain's Got Talent? It's just like a comedy thing, isn't it? I thought it was. I never ever saw any offence given or supposedly received in that. Dylan, on the subject of the Amazon parcels, it's happened to me a few times. One time the Amazon guy chucked my parcel over my gate so hard and it went too far and ended up in a koi carp pond. Well, at least they had something to eat. John Parrish, my mate, asked the Amazon guy to leave his order in the green bin. 15 minutes later, the bin man came home early. I think that happened to me, John. I complained that something hadn't arrived a while ago. And I have a feeling it was put in the green bin, to be honest. Fran Green found Little Britain so funny. Yes, we did. What's Alicia Dixon also ever done, apart from being a crap singer, says Paul and Luke? Yeah, there is no offence in these programmes. You know, how long before Dad's Army gets taken off for taking the mick out of the Germans? Well, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it, for Christ's sake? Oh, they moan and they moan, don't they? They moan and they moan all the time. Alrighty, gang. Let's do today's raffle tickets, shall we? Our next raffle is on Monday for one of our delightful fridge magnets, which you'd rather win, rather than a holiday for two to the Caribbean or someone like that, or somewhere like that. So if you want a raffle ticket for next Monday's raffle, please ask for a ticket now, and I shall deal one out to you. Let's start. Number 88 goes to Maureen. Tony King, 89. Tony King, 89. John Aitken, number 90. Have you managed to start talking to those scaffolders yet, John? Michael Pullman, 91. Diane Jebb, 92. Stephen Malone, 93. Is that a V? Yeah. Raffle is on Monday morning, okay. Peter Wright, 94. Mick Davenport, 95. Paul and Lou, 96. Mark Bowles, 97. Fran Green, 98. Gary Ross, 99. Who's going to have ticket number 100? It is Dylan Hutchinson, ticket number 100. 101 for Ross Herndine. Denise Andrews, 102. Jason Hughes, 103. Heidi Young, 104. No, John hasn't spoken to him yet, no. Jeff, thank you, Jeff, 105. I saw your name, Jeff, and I immediately thought to remind everyone that Last Night of the Proms is on tonight for some reason. I love it. I'll have that on tonight. Last Night of the Proms tonight on BBC One Colour. With singing. Thank God for that. That's the first thing that new BBC bloke did. Well, I'm hopeful about him. I'm hopeful he's going to push it back towards the middle a bit more. Thank you, Jeff. So what you got, Jeff, there? 105. East Coast UK, 106. That is actually part 2, you see, on BBC One. I don't know if most of you know that. There is a part 1 to The Last Night of the Proms, although it might be music that you don't know. But it's quite a nice evening if you watch the whole thing. I think it starts at about 7 o'clock or something like that, 7:30. I was very, very lucky to go to Last Night of the Proms years ago. Really lucky. I'll post up the I'll find the video and post it on my Facebook a little bit later on. Last night of the proms video that we went to 2 years ago, me and my mate. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You'll see us have afternoon tea and all that before as well. So really nice day out that was. Okay. East. Why have I put East Coast in it? East Coast UK. That's a great name actually. East Coast UK. That's a great YouTube name. That is. Have I missed anyone out? If so, please speak now. Are you, anyone texting in? No. If I've missed you out for a raffle ticket, please speak now or forever hold thy tongues. Meanwhile, let's do today's birthdays, boys and girls. Happy birthday on this Saturday, the 12th of September 2022. Mark Kempner. Morning, Mark. Comes along to, I've known him for quite a few years from the Black Cap and Central Station. Happy birthday to you, Mark, 52 today. Richie Harris today is 32 years old. Happy birthday, Richie. Craig Hannington. Good morning, Craig. Paul Ellis. Hello. Pauliee Ellis. Hello. 33 today. How are you, darling? He used to come along to heaven when I was DJing there some years ago now. Happy birthday. I've known him for years. Pauliee Ellis. Happy birthday. Travis Hightower is 76 today. Jake Reed plays a bit of rugby there. Hello, Jake. Happy birthday. Haven't seen you for a while, but and Joe Ashcroft. He's got his own family there. He's 33 years old, Joe. I'll never forget that night in Belushi's when you were there with your girlfriend. I won't say what happened. Dreadful, weren't it? Anyway, happy birthday to each and every one of you on this Saturday morning. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Righty-ho, we've got one more ticket to give out there. Colin K. Thank you, Colin. Ticket number 107 for Colin K there. 107 for Colin K. All right. That's all our little tickets done. Main part of the show is done. Thank you very much for you leave us at this point. There's no show on Sunday mornings, but we are, of course, back with you Sunday night for our regular bingo game. If you want to join us for the bingo on Saturday night, or Sunday night rather, just send me a little email there saying, please add me to the bingo. You'll need a Gmail account preferably, because some of the others just don't seem to work very well. Okay, a Gmail account. Those of you that are staying with us for the bingo, I've got a little test ticket to send out for you a little bit later. Okay, after the main bingo. So if you can hang around for that and just let me know whether or not you got it. Just something I want to try out. Okay. All right, in fact, I might try twice, 2 different things, if you don't mind. All righty. Okie doke, gang. It's time for our daily game of bingo. You would have got a little ticket for your post through the email, which says Saturday, the 12th of September. The prize, as always, is an extra raffle ticket. Someone will be getting ticket number 108. It is blank at the moment. Gives you an extra chance to win the raffle on Monday. We only play for a full house. You need to mark off all the numbers on your bingo ticket, and as soon as you've done that, shout bingo in the chat box or text bingo or both. All right, the text thing is a little bit slower than the chat box. We're going to play the bingo. As soon as I realise someone's won, I will stop the game, and then it's up to you. You have 1.5 minutes to claim your prize. Just check the time where you are at the moment. It should be just about 10:42 in the morning. 10:42 in the morning. If you're abroad somewhere, then whatever the hour is, 10:42. You need to be bang on the time there. If you're a little bit behind that, then you may not get your claiming in time. If for whatever reason you don't claim within 1.5 minutes or it doesn't show up on my screen here, once I've moved on to the next number, then that's it. Okay? We've carried on and you've missed it. Has to be like that. There's no other way, I'm afraid, to do that, my loves, all right? Okie doke then. Let's bring up the bingo board. There it is. And let's play bingo. Here comes your first number this morning. All on its own, number 6. 4 and 8, 48. 3 and 7, 37. Boris's Den, number 10. 4 and 7, 47. 1 and 3, unlucky for some, 13. Oh, I noticed Chris Woodhouse is going out on his bike. You've just given me an idea now. I think I might cycle round to my sister's house. That's a long cycle, that is. 6 and 5, 65. 8 and 2, 82. 8 and 7, 87. 8 and 3, 83. 3 and 1, 31. All on its own, number 9. All the 5s, 55. 3 and 4, 34. 2-0, blind 20. 5 and 1, 51. 1 and 6, sweet 16. 6 and 7, 67. 1 and 2, 12. 8 and 5, 85. 4 and 9, 49. 6 and 3, 63. 1 fat, non-talented Gemma Collins, number 8. 8-0, blind 80. 2 and 7, 27. 5 and 2, 52. 3 and 8, 38. How long to cycle there? About an hour and a quarter. About an hour and a quarter to get to my sister's. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Woo, woo. All on its own, little number 7. 3 and 6, 36. Top of the shop, blind 90. All the ones, legs 11. I've got a lot more space now because the old monitor was on a box. Now it's on a stand and it's pushed right up. Got so much more space here now. Don't suppose it'll be long before it fills up with junk as usual, you know. 2 and 9, 29. 5 and 6, 56. 5 and 4, 54. 3 and 5, 35. Yeah, it's quite a long way. And of course, remember I have to come back as well. 1 and 4, 14. Although I have to say, my sister always says, do you want us to give you a lift back? Always. She always says that, but, you know. 6-0, blind 60. 8 and 6, 86. 1 and 5, 15. All the 7s, 77. 7 and 5, 75. 7 and 8, 78. 2 and 3, 23. 4 and 2, 42. 1 and 8, 18. 5 and 8, 58. 7 and 9, 79. 4 and 6, 46. 3 and 9, 39. 4 and 1, 41. 8 and 4, 84. 7-0, blind 70. 7 and 2, 72. 6 and 9, 69. 3-0, blind 30. All the 3s, 33. All the 4s, 44. What is going on here, dear? 7 and 1, 7... Just a moment now, my darlings. Let's have a quick look here. That might be my delivery, you see. Yep, just a minute. I'm going to cut the sound. That's my lovely post lady, that is. Just delivering yet another little package. Where did we get to? 7 and 1, 71. Here we are. 2 fat, morbidly obese. Gemma Collins is very untalented. 88. 6 and 2, 62. All on its own. 1 little duck. Number 2. Quack. 7 and 3, 73. How you doing? 4 and 5, 45. Oh, it looks like someone's waiting for a single number there. Wow, that was quick. 8 and 1, 81. 2 and 1, 21. 6 and 4, 64. All on its own, little number 1. All the 6s, 66. Clickety click. 6 and 8, 68. Check the pin. 6 and 8, 68. 2 and 6, 26. Ah, we have a winner. 4-0, blind 40. Someone has won, boys and girls. I think this is the first time someone's won. I know the prize is only a raffle ticket, but a win is a win. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim your extra raffle tickets. Oh, I can't hear that properly, I know. That's all right. Yes, I can hear that. Is that music loud enough? A bit more music on that. There you go. Is that better? Who's won? There you go. It's Heidi Young. Let's stop the clock. Okay, Heidi Young, for the first time, I believe, has won the bingo this morning. And Heidi's numbers are 1, 14. What was the last number? Okay. 1, 14, 18, 21, 26, 30, 34, 40 last number, 48, 56, 60, 63, 78, 80 and 90. Congratulations, Heidi. First win tonight for Heidi, or this afternoon. So you get free raffle ticket number 108, Heidi. Okay, that gives you, I know it's only a raffle ticket, but it's just a bit of fun, as you know, in the morning. I love to be able to give away a prize every time we had a game, but not really affordable to do that, okay? 108, Heidi, there you go. An extra raffle ticket, that's for the raffle on Monday morning, okay? Somewhere in the show Monday morning. As always, don't worry if you can't get here for the raffle, that's all right. Just watch back on the recording and you'll be able to see. Peter Wright wants a photo. Okay. Right. I'll have to come right back with this. I don't know how well this is going to be. There you go. That's how it looks in front of me. Yeah. That's how it looks in front of me. All right. There you go, and on this side, it's a bit different on this side as well. As I say, I bought a few new little bits and pieces. Well, not bought a few. I bought a few new little bits and pieces up. You see, there we go. And that mixes much better. There's a problem with the other one. It kept buzzing. But nothing in here is new. This is all, even the computers were refurbished. This screen was the karaoke one that I wasn't using anymore, you see. Now, listen, I just want to try and send out some bingo tickets. Okay? This ticket will say, test card, do not use this, but I'm sending it out by a different method. I just want to see what happens here. And there they go. So we'll just wait a moment or two. Oh no. Error sending the cards. Failure sending mail. Or you may not get them then. Or you may not get them. Okay. All right, well, that's the end of that then. I don't think you'll get them. Just check your email boxes and see if anyone got a test email then, would you? I'll try it again. I need to take a photo of that and send that to my software bloke. Something gone a little bit wrong now, I think. Oh, I didn't get the error message this time. How strange. That's strange and mysterious. Let's just... Oh, there it is. Let's just print screen. How do I do that? Is that a shift? Is that shift? Paint. Paint. And I can just paste that there and... Clipboard paste. Yes. Okay, so I've got that and save that now. Save as PNG and put it in desktop. Email prompt. Okay, there we go. I don't think anyone would have got that. Okay, all right. Well, thanks for hanging around for that. That's interesting. I think I may have changed a setting in there somewhere accidentally. We'll see what happens there, and he'll come back to us. Okay, it was just I should be able to send you the tickets 2 ways, although it hasn't really worked before as well as I wanted it to. Are you right, Heidi? Better than a kick up the arse? Oh, I agree, darling. I agree, my love. All righty, well, I think we're done this morning on the show. Thanks very much, boys and girls, for joining us. That's a bit loud, isn't it? Is that loud? Is that loud for you? No. That's all right, isn't it? Sorry, as I say, I've got a different mixer here. Yep, that's it for the show today. Thanks very much for joining us, gang. Shall be back with you with another chat show on Monday morning at 8:45. Monday morning, 8:45. Our next show is on Sunday night, which is our bingo show, boys and girls. If you want to join us for our bingo show, you're very welcome to come and play. Just send me an email to that address there saying, please add me to the Sunday bingo, and I'll put you on for tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Oh, you'll go to Springfields, are you, Heidi? Have a nice time there. John, keep ogling over those lovely builders you've got outside, darling. How lovely, lucky you are to have good-looking scaffolders climbing all around you, dear. Very nice indeed. Have a nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for the bingo. Cheerio.